Hello and welcome back to another video, and today, as you'll have seen by the title and thumbnail, I'm finally back to putting all riders in one race, also known as 181 riders in one race. I know that's what you guys all know it as, just because those videos from a couple of years ago where it was 181. I believe it's 176 riders in this game, but it makes not much of a difference. I know that's what it's known as, so that's just why I've titled the video that. But either way, let's get straight into it then. Not sure which track to do it at. I think it probably will be Brno that I end up doing it at. But as always, the menu gets absolutely broken by this. You can see all the riders in a random sort of order, and they just go completely off the screen. You can't pick most of them. And if you go over to the teams, they actually code the teams screen with a scroll bar, so you actually can choose whichever team you want, and I think I will do that just to increase the number by an extra amount. Of course, I'm going to go on a MotoGP bike. But without any further ado then, let's get straight into this. Don't want to waste too much time on the intro. I'll see you down on the grid. Let's get ready for some absolute chaos. So here we are then, let's see what happens here. So we've got Loris Capirossi then on pole position by the looks of it. Valentino Rossi in second position. Interestingly enough, that Valentino Rossi actually has the Rossi earring, which is quite weird. So it's got the Marquez head, it seems. Seems like they just give everybody Marquez head, generic MotoGP cap, if they don't actually have a head in the game. So that's actually quite interesting. It's a change from previous years. But apparently I'm in 23rd position, so I'm not actually in last, although I'm sure I'll be towards the back, because of course the riders do start spawning on the same grid spots. I think that's just because for the last time I did a last to first charge, I sent myself to 23rd, so it just will have remembered that. But let's start this race right away, and that's going to spawn every single bike in. Here we go. Oh! And again, it never gets old. It never gets old. What? Who is that? I think that's Zarco going backwards. There's Vermeulen going into a wall as well. Actually, I think it might be Martin. Martin's rammed into Vermeulen. I think Augusto Fernandez going backwards as well. Just so many riders just trying to control this as Lorenzo and Vermeulen sliding all over the grass there. Just be able to get through. So many riders doing burnouts on the middle of the grid as well. And just look at this, Capirossi stuck. I think there's a Rossi pushing another Rossi. Lawson coming out of a chaos. And there's a Moto E and Stoner who are pushing somebody along. There's my AI rider trying to ride through. Oh, he's lost the front of the grass. The Red Bull rookie's rammed into him. And then Sire in there. There's a Red Bull rookie's being pushed by a Moto 3 at the back there as well. I think it's Yamanaka. There's some bikes in the ground if you look on the left-hand side. Oh, there's been some more crashes. And that's Ukara up in the air. There goes, oh, and Moto E's just binned it as doing. Rainey trying to carve his way through. That's just a formation lap with all that. Just wait till we actually get to the race.
Are seconds away from the start of the race. The riders coming up to the line for the Czech Grand Prix here in Brno.
Look at this, it's ridiculous. There's about 5 people on pole. There's just bikes all over the track just on their side. I'm guessing I'm still down. Yeah, I am still down. Apparently I've put my clutch in right now, but I'm on the ground. What is this? Hang on. What is this? Why am I just on the... Okay, my guy's on the ground like this. It just looks so odd. I think everybody else is actually back on their bikes now, but what is going on? There's somebody that actually has a Marc Marquez bike, so I'm not even sure about that. Not exactly sure how that's happened, but there's some bikes seem to be missing as well. I think that might be another mod I've got on that's conflicting with this, to be honest. But yeah, again, as always, never fails to amaze me. We're back on the bike. The frame rate is about 2. It really is lagging this year. And they all come streaking past. There's been another massive accident. I'm going to try to carve my way through. I was just trying to shift down a gear then, but then realised I actually couldn't. So I'm not sure exactly what's happening. There's 2 bikes just riding with no riders on. An NCS and a CIP bike just riding along with no riders on top of them. Okay, the riders are now back. If I go on photo mode, but if I go out of photo mode... Oh, okay, now that's brought them back. That's a shame. It was actually quite funny there to see 2 riders just doing. Whoa, okay, well, we've just got past doing. It's so laggy. I'm sure Toba's inside somebody currently. I'm sure there's yellow on that CIP bike. There definitely shouldn't be. And look how many riders are down at turn 1. It's absolutely ridiculous. They have just clutched to the side of Toba. Sorry about that. But look at all these riders down on the floor. It's taking so long to actually update my position. I think I'm up to 44th position now, but honestly, the lag gets worse every year, and this is definitely the worst I've ever seen it. Absolutely appalling. Like, my gear shifts are about a second delayed. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I've come to the conclusion that it's completely unplayable for me trying to ride around the circuit. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head into some more races, have a look at some of the more start line carnage, because that's where the most interesting stuff happens anyway. And then we'll probably call it a day after a few of those. So we're down here on the grid then at Sachsenring this time. And let's just see what happens here. Smaller grid, it could be even more interesting. Here we go! Whoa, okay, yes. Yes, that was immediately more interesting. Lots more bikes actually thrown way up into the air. Myself included. Rossi doing a wheelie there. And I'm pretty sure just about everybody's actually gone down this time. There's not too many that have stayed on. Alcoba's just done a... Wow, that was a pretty stylish spin there from Alcoba. Wow, that was kind of impressive. Somebody's doing a massive spin in the background. Who is that? What bike is that? I think that's a Moto... No, it's a Red Bull Rookie's bike. It's still flying about. It's like a spinning top. Look at it in the air. It's all over the place. It's still going. It's going to the left-hand side of the screen. Is it going to pop back onto the screen? Not quite, no. Oh, actually, yes, it is. It's back across. What is that Red Bull Rookie's bike doing? It's just spin... Oh, it's disappeared now. That's disappointing. But it's just spinning about everywhere. There's more bikes being thrown all over the place. A Marquez bike's gone on the ground. You can see... Oh, there's another Red Bull Rookie's bike bouncing its way through. It seems like those pick up a lot of momentum. Start spinning around. It's absolutely crazy. I am glad that we came to Sachsenring because they're still crashing. They still can't get away. Look at them just crashing into each other. I mean, they're not very intelligent on the sighting lap at the best of times, but when you put all of them in the race like this, it's absolutely ridiculous. You can see there's some bikes in the ground. Sete Gibernau's bike on the ground there. So why is a Luca Marini without a helmet just crashing? I have no idea. Yeah, this is absolutely crazy. I can't believe it. And there's John McPhee. Just the last few riders sort of clearing up now. You can see Rainey's struggling to get going, but there's pretty much everybody's gone now, so I think we'll head to a different track, see what happens there. Oh, and Sora's down, same with Gardner. What? Where am I? Okay, I was going to change track, but I've just started the race and my camera's up in the air. Where actually am I? Oh, okay, I'm on the ground in the middle of the grid, by the looks of it. But what is this? Why is Corentin Perolari just ramming into a wall? And how am I only in 68th place when everybody's gone past me? Ah, I see. I think it's similar to what used to happen in MotoGP 19 sometimes. They'd spawn halfway around the circuit, like a lap behind. That's kind of weird. So this time I've decided to head to Austin, mainly because I remember it being quite interesting on MotoGP 19, the results that happened here. So, yeah, we'll give it a go. Let's see what happens. Oh, again, all the bikes being flung up in the air. There's not many stayed on this time. Morbidelli seems to have got away with it. Let's see who else. Like, oh, Rossi's carving his... Okay, he's crashed into, I think it was Schrotter. I think it was like Rossi 2000 crashed into Schrotter. Augusto Fernandez just rammed Remy Gardner's bike out the way, carried on going. Masia and Masia's down. Masia and Fernandez were battling each other there, but they've both gone down. I can see on the right-hand side, Acosta is going up the air. There's too much to look at. I'm sure there's stuff I'm missing as well. Stuff I'm pointing out you guys haven't seen. Oh, Viejo just got decked in the middle of the pack there. And more Red Bull Rookies bikes being thrown up in the air. I see Rodrigo being pushed around by Nakagami. I think Sirens has been put on the deck by someone else. Nakagami's still going. Oh no, he is now down. And oh, there is another Red Bull Rookies bike in the background, dancing all over the place. McPhee is dancing all over the place now too. It's the Moto3 and the Red Bull Rookies bikes that give you the most interesting result because they're so light. If they get hit by like a Moto E bike or something, they just get absolutely sent into oblivion. Colin Edwards pushing a bike out the way. He's got his way through. I think Petrucci just got put on the deck by a Red Bull Rookies bike, so fair play to them. Biaggi bashing someone out the way. There goes Pedrosa. I think Arenas just did a stoppie. Who's that doing a wheelie? That's one of the Pramacs. It's Zarco. And he's at the deck. There goes Shaky Byrne, finding his way through. Bezecchi seems to be stuck on one of the Kajiva bikes. I think Stoner and I think that looks like Sasaki are in the background, just ramming a wall. Alicia Spargo is stuck behind Jeremy McWilliams as well. I think there's also a Moto E bike pushing against the other way, so that could be why. But it's quite strange. Oh, there's McWilliams sliding away, same with Bezecchi. But it's so strange. It seems like they get confused after a while. They don't actually know what to do. Because you see, there's a Moto E bike in the background now, sort of on the left-hand side. Not being blocked by anyone, but he's just sat there. He's not doing anything. And I think it's kind of similar here with the other Moto E bike. And I know the Moto E can ride at every circuit now, so it's not that same issue that used to happen where they didn't understand the track or they had the pit limiter on. Seems so strange, but most of the riders seem to have gone away again from here, so I think we'll check out probably one more track and just see what happens there. So here we are for the final race then, and this time I decided to go to Mugello just purely because it's a pretty classic MotoGP track. and probably the only chance I'll ever get in a video to actually choose Mugello, because I never ever choose it. So let's get this one started. Let's see. I'm guessing it'll be quite similar to the others, but it could be quite interesting. Sachsenring and Austin were both still pretty different to each other. Here we go. Who is that? That Red Bull Rookies rider that was so high up in the air. There's a Grassini rider doing a big wheelie there in the front of the group. It's quite hard to pick out specific things at this point. Someone's cartwheeling again in the background. This time it's not a Red Bull Rookies bike though, I don't think. I think it might be a Moto3 bike absolutely bouncing around. It seems like when they hit the safety fence, that's when it makes them kick off. Because it was cartwheeling and then it hit the fence and then it absolutely picked up. Somebody has spawned miles away in the back. I think that's Viñales, spawned miles away. He's going to have a really, really good run. It's straight to the back of these guys. He's going to go flying. Yep, he is. His bike went pretty high up in the air there. There's my rider trying to find his way out. Chantra sliding his way. I'm sorry. Where did that leopard just come from? Just came. Artigas just came out of nowhere and just bounced back out and shot again. What was that? My rider's actually getting away, so we're going to actually leave some of these riders behind. If I actually get away with it. Marquez has just got through. Some Red Bull Rookies, Moto E riders doing so. Oh, Martin's down. Martin just lost it on the grass. There's Rossi trying to get away. Biaggi going past Martin. Once again, some Moto E bikes just confused. They don't seem to know where they're going. They're just sort of stuck in the background. There's Iagora. We saw Chantra get away before, but Agora's got away now. Red Bull Rookies bikes slowly making their way away. We've got Eric Granado getting away as well. We've got someone on a Marquez bike. And then we've got Martin finally getting away, and another bike comes cartwheeling into shot. So there's still some stuff happening just outside of this camera shot. But it seems like the riders over there are just stuck in the corner. It seems like it's, it looks like Fillon, Aldeguer, and then I think it might be Matteo Ferrari, and then maybe Dalla Porta as well over there, stuck in the corner. But yeah, not exactly sure what they're doing. I'm going to wait and see if the other AI actually come round. Oh, there's also Bastianini over on the left-hand side, smack into the wall. He's doing some amazing grass tracking to get away there. But I never even spotted him to begin with, I only just saw him then. But yeah, I'm going to wait a little bit and see if anybody actually sort of comes around the final corner, because I'm not sure how long this stays active. Oh yeah, there is somebody coming. Here they are. They're coming towards the line. Let's see. Are they going to clatter into my bike in the middle of the track? I think it's NBA Gusta in the lead. I think it's Simone Corsi. And he's just got through. There's Joe Roberts second. Oh, Rossi! Yep, he's clattered into our bike, and his bike's cartwheeling down the straight now. Everybody's trying to veer their way through. Someone hit it and just got away with it. That was pretty lucky for them. But yeah, it seems like the formation lap then is actually controlled. Oh, Sasaki just hit my bike. But yeah, the formation lap seems to be controlled by how far your bike gets round, not a certain time frame. So you can actually see here that if you just keep sitting on this screen, the other AI are going to go around and they're just going to act like it's a race and go over the line. So that explains why it always cuts off before they pull up to the grid, because they don't know how to do it. They just race like as if it's a race. But I think on that note, that's where I'm going to leave this video off then. Hopefully, it's not been too short. And I know it's probably not quite been the same as other years, but this is why I can't do the championship with it anymore. I know I always get requests every year. I got it for MotoGP 20. I've had it this year for 21 as well, asking me to do the 181 Rider Championship. And as you saw in Brno, that's why. It's unplayable, so I can't actually really do anything. But I do like to have a look at the start line crashes. I know you guys do as well. It always creates some absolute carnage. But if you did enjoy that video, do give it a like, share it with your friends, do whatever. Subscribe if you want to see some more content. I'm going to try and do some more wacky mods, probably putting a ramp in again, maybe just some other little experiments, because I do like to do them. I know you guys really like to watch them as well, so I'm going to try and bring that to the channel a little bit more regularly. But like I said, I hope you did enjoy that one. Hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. Hope you're all staying safe, and I shall see you in the next one.